Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Good evening, everyone. It's 6 o'clock, so we will start. Council appreciates you taking the time to attend this special open meeting. We look forward to hearing your thoughts and input concerning the municipal operating budget for 2025 and the 5-year capital plan. It is being held in the Sonora Center gym for residents to attend in person, listen to the comments and concerns from the speakers who have registered to be on the agenda. Town councillors and directors are present to listen to what you have to say and take notes. We will not be responding to comments or questions during this meeting. This meeting is also being aired on the town website and our YouTube channel. Administration and council will meet in council chambers on Thursday, January the 16th, 2025, to look at, discuss, and make decisions on the operating budget requests based on the administration and staff reports. They will also respond to public questions that have presented at the January 9th meeting today. Any further correspondence and feedback forms received by 4 p.m. on Tuesday, January the 14th, will also be considered. Residents may attend and observe the proceedings on January the 16th and perhaps the 17th. We have it planned for 2 days. However, it is not a forum for public speaking. There is limited space in council chambers, but people can also watch the council debate online. We know that all budget issues are extremely important to our community. It is important that we continue working to ensure the provision of all essential services to our residents. Delaying necessary maintenance and replacement will very likely mean increased costs and reacting to immediate repairs rather than being proactive and planning for the future. We expect that the tone of this meeting will be respectful to all those present. Thank you for your cooperation. We will now proceed with the meeting. I should have jumped in and asked and had the approval of the agenda before I stepped in with my statement. So can I please have a motion to approve the agenda? Councillor Bennett, Councillor Poderica, all in favor. Thank you. So now what we're talking about tonight is the 5-year financial plan, number 1401, 2025. Several copies of it were printed and put over on the table. It is certainly, if you didn't get a copy, it's certainly available online. You can get that easily. We've had 2 pieces of correspondence of letters that were sent in. One from Diana Craig, and it was sent in on December the 21st, 2024, and one from Janice Wilson, also emailed in on January the 6th, 2025. And tonight we have 2 public presentations. 2 people signed up to speak at this meeting. And so I will go ahead and ask the speakers who have registered to come down, and they have a maximum of 5 minutes at the microphone. And first up is Ron Sargent. Oh, there's a little button that you press and it. Okay.
Okay, my name's Ron Sargent. I've only been a resident of Osoyoos for about 5 years. I have an issue with the budget in the line of spending where we don't need to be spending. Looking at the house on 97th Avenue for staff housing, I think that was also in the planning for the parks to be a part of a bike track. So we still haven't, from my understanding, got the from the consultants, what they've put together for what we're going to do with all of our parks. So I think we have to look at that before we start spending money on doing anything with staff housing. I also feel that a part of the problem with this budget is what we haven't done as a town in the past few years, and that's looking at what assets we have in the town. One of the assets is the marina. I think it was put in, if I'm correct, in 2013. Nobody's looked at it since. Nobody's looked at how much they're charging for the slips. And from what I understand, the slips are being charged out at the same rate they were back in 2013, which means the town is missing out on a lot of revenue. I also feel that the way that the town is wasting my taxpayers' money and my own personal money on doing the water meters by forcing us all to take out the meters and put in new meters, when we're using $5 million worth of the tax money to put in meters, and a quarter of the town already has meters, which would be $1.25 million would be saved if we used the meters that we were forced to put in. That again isn't your money, it's our money that's getting wasted. So that on its own, then there's so many things that this town is doing backwards. Instead of putting money into our infrastructure, instead of putting money into our buildings that we have, we're building new buildings. We're talking about building that one on 97th Avenue. We have bathrooms that need to be built. 40 houses, I think there's 47 pieces of real estate that is owned by the town. And out of that, a third of them are either poor or in very bad condition. Instead of fixing a bathroom so it can be used year round by the tourists, we stick an outhouse in. We're looking at buying signs for each end of the town, which are construction sites. This town is not one big construction site. It is a town that I want to be able to use the washroom when I go. If I want to read a sign, I want to see it done in a proper manner. We're doing everything, in my mind, as a council, in the wrong direction. We don't have the staff. We have no fire chief, no head of operations, nobody checking water, nobody checking sewer. All of our planning department is done by the regional district. This town is not the regional district. We should have staff working here, not at the regional office. We should be hiring staff. And that's one of the problems why we can't keep track. We have a list of 40 houses or 47 houses or pieces of property, yet it's not complete. The senior center isn't on that list, and there's other places that's not on that list. So we can't even, with the staff we got, get a complete list of the assets this town has. And if we can't get assets or get that, writing out, if I was had a boat slip and I was only paying $2,000 for the past 14 years, I'd be happy. If the bank or any of the businesses in this town ran out their business and stuff like that, the way this town is running, we would be broke and gone or fired a long time ago. We should have a complete list of assets. That's about the only thing this town has been doing correctly, is getting a list of assets. The daycare, they had a consultant in to find out how many daycare spaces we got and where we need them, but we need to do better than what we're doing with our taxpayer money.
Thank you, Mr. Sargent. Mr. Mercelli. Press the bottom button.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor McCortov, councilors, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to everybody. My name is Sai Murselli. I am a council watchdog past 33 years. Mayor McCortov, councilor, before I start, I would appreciate if I'm not on time, I would like to express my opinion. November 13, last election, last public meeting, I supposed to be here. I was told, as usually, 50 cents per page, 106 pages, I supposed to pay $53.50 plus GST. I refuse. That's why I didn't come November 14th. I appreciate it and thank the administration for today. Today's I was supplied with copies free of charge. Mayor McCortov and councilors, since 1990, True Company from Kamloops is in charge of engineering, planning, and consulting for town of Osoyoos. Has been reported this in Osoyoos Times. Please see the pages on page 55 of 133, amount of $136,465, that's for roads. Number 2, on page 57 of 133, $117,600 for roads, $320,762 water, $375,180 for sanitary. Total amount is $813,500. On page 59 of 133, $912,424 for roads, $231,452 for water, $146,328 for sanitary. All total is $1,290,204. On page 4, actually on page 61 of 133 pages, $696,593 for roads, $231,452 for water, $146,328 for sanitary. Total is $1,074,373. And all this amount total $3,314,500 is under the control and guidance of True Consulting Company from Kamloops. For the record, all these above capital costs and contingencies, somewhere is 25, somewhere is 30, are shown. Unfortunately, engineering and consulting costs from the True Company does not show. And why not? If town of Osoyoos Council wants to save taxpayers' dollars, we should hire civil engineer on the full time on payroll. Taxpayers of Osoyoos would save at least 500,000, between 600,000. Amalgamate Planning Department and Public Works Department. Follow the Helios report, consulting company from Vancouver. Just for the record, in 2023, True Engineering and Consulting Company got paid $920,000 and few dollars. In this year's, we don't have I don't have it for 2024. For this year, 2025 will be over million because he is involved with the water metering under his guidance. Second thing, Destination Osiris.
Excuse me.
I have only 4 sentences.
I know, but did you notice that the 5 minutes is up? And I'm sorry, that was announced. Go ahead, please, with your 4.
Thank you. Destination Osiris on page 20 of 133, town of Osiris paid 75,000. We should not pay them because they receive hotel motel tax money. And only one, I have a question on page 19, and I'm finishing, Mayor McCortov. On page 19 of 133, transfer from resort municipality in 2023, $707,857.42, and last year, $978,357. These above amounts of dollars, does town transfers to Destination Osiris because of the hotel motel tax, or does it belong to us? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the 2 speakers who decided to sign up and offer to come and speak tonight. For just to remind people that if you wish to say anything more, write a note. Please do it by next Tuesday at 4 o'clock. We would be happy to look at it, and it would be talked about at our meeting, which is on the 16th. So that is all that we have for tonight. Those were the only 2 people that offered to speak tonight. And thank you to all of you for coming out and for listening. And please listen to this online. Pay attention. Online, you can go on anytime and read and watch the minutes of any of the meetings that we have, any of the open meetings. I quite often go back and watch them as well after the meeting is over. That is available to all of you. So I will close the meeting by asking to have the meeting terminated, please. Councillor Poderica, Councillor King, all in favor. Thank you very much, everyone.